Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to another edition of the England Roger Sports Hour. You're here, it's a sunny outside, but don't let that fool you because it's not as it seems. It's very cold, Roger. And I think a couple of days ago it was so cold and windy, I was surprised. I wasn't dressed for it.
You know what? Good morning, everyone. I agree with you, but I never let that catch me. I'm always dressed for the Ingle, and today I think it was -9 to start the day or something like that. So it is cold, but bright and sunny.
Well, a couple of days before became very cold, it was
It's
raining and a little good
exactly.
temperatures, so I thought I went out in sneakers, man. I wanted to do that.
Yeah, the wind was what killed me that day.
The wind, yeah, it was the
The
wind.
wind was, it was very windy and it was really, really cold. But I battened down and made sure that I was fully dressed.
Oh wow. Yeah, I'm not making that mistake again. It's winter. I gotta realize that. So,
Yes,
I've gotta be dressed appropriately. So
all
yeah,
the time,
all the
all the
time.
time.
Yeah.
Even if it says +3, I don't trust that.
No, you can't trust anything for sure. It could change in a minute. So
Thank you. Thank you.
so much to talk about again this week. Welcome to all the fans, all the listeners. Last week, before we get into that, last week I was a bit late, but I went to the Love Bay Chill Kids Party.
Yep.
This year. And it was pretty good. I met some interesting people, members of the Kaizen Athletic Tours, the club. They are doing some good work on soccer and sports development for young, underprivileged kids. And,
Awesome. Awesome.
so they hopefully, I think they're listening to us today. So a good
Welcome.
shout out to them.
Yes.
We must say to our founder and producer, Theo, belated happy birthday. Greetings.
Happy birthday to you.
I'm sure he had a wonderful day and still celebrating. He's
That's the way
what
it should be.
on Christmas around Christmas time,
I
December.
know. It's 1 week of celebration for Theo. 1 week.
Yeah, a whole week of celebration and then Christmas
Then
celebrations.
Christmas right after that. So it's a whole
Yeah,
month.
yeah, lucky time. Got two sets of gifts in December.
Yeah. That's the plan.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was a nice little get together. It was amazing to see. The turnout was good, well organized.
Very good.
Kudos
Always.
to Petronella and
Janella, the
Janice
organizer,
and
man.
the
She knows how to
others.
do that thing.
Yeah, so kudos to them for the work that they're doing, and all the kids who came there got a gift, and they had fun. The parents were there; they were pleased. So
Awesome.
kudos to Love Bay for putting on that Christmas party for the young kids in the Brampton area. It was.
Okay. Pretty good.
Um, in terms of sports, Roger, we noticed that Formula One is done.
It is done.
And,
I wouldn't say finally, but it was a very interesting season for sure. And it's like he wanted to go on and on because every week something new was happening and something crazy was
everything.
happening, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you want to talk about it, it's the end of an era for Lewis Hamilton, who's now moved on.
I see the other way. It's the beginning
It's
of a
the
new
beginning of a
era.
new era. Yeah, a long time with yeah,
Mercedes.
but you know what? He had a good ride drive on that final day.
He did.
He
He did.
did
He
have a
did.
good drive and
Went out in style.
went out in style. And as a sportsman, his fellow teammate decided he's not going to challenge him for that fourth spot.
Yes,
And
yes, yes.
yeah, he started somewhere way down.
18th or 16th
Eight,
or something.
went there, somewhere way down and ended up four.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
great drive for him. And
I think he's sending a message that he's not done yet.
exactly, it's going to be interesting to see him with Leclerc next year. They're two good
Very,
drivers.
very interesting.
And if they have a good car, both have good cars, then it's going to be a really interesting Formula One season.
It's going to be very exciting. You know, you got Verstappen on one side, you got Mercedes on the other side, you got Hamilton with the Ferrari on one side. Oh, it's going to be fascinating. You got Norris there.
Hmm.
So much is going to be happening. So much.
Yeah, and yeah, there's a lot of talk about, Alonso is also saying that he still think he can win.
I saw that, and
And
I'm not sure if I agree with him, but I mean, you got to be confident that you can do it.
yeah, he's got to be confident. Yeah, so it's gonna be an interesting year. Where they start practicing, I think in February. They
Yes,
start to, you know, so that's first time we're gonna see Hamilton in his new car to see what happens.
Yeah, I can't wait actually to see what that is going to be like. So, as you may notice, I'm a huge Hamilton fan. So, just want to see how he's going to do with the Ferrari, and I think he's going to do something special.
Yeah, I think he is, and I'm looking forward to him doing something special. And I can't wait for that season to start. To be honest,
Yes, something exciting to look forward to, I must say. We had like 3 years of Red Bull and Verstappen just rolling over everybody, but then everything changed this year, and yeah, everybody's looking forward to next year. We're going to see something special. 4 or 5 cars are going to be there fighting for this one.
yes, we're going to be quite a big fight. So we'll keep an eye on Formula One. Congratulations to the winners. The winners from no, Verstappen winning very easily, and the constructors winner was it was it's not it wasn't Red Bull. It was McLaren
No, no,
actually.
it wasn't Red Bull.
It was McLaren, right?
McLaren.
Yes. So they
They
won.
won, but the win is a win.
A win is a win. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we look forward to watching some Formula One next year. Want to move on a bit to tennis and start with some good news. And Sabalenka voted WTA Player of the Year. Any questions in your mind
You
about that?
know what? I think she deserves it.
She deserves it. Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
she went on a lot of stress and pressure, and she overcome all of that. She's from Belarus, so she gets all these stares on the circuit, but she has found a way to win and to be
yes. Yeah.
competitive pretty much every single tournament. She's
Yes.
in there. She's fighting for the championships whenever she's in there.
She's always getting right there to the
Final
semis and
four,
the
yeah,
finals or
yeah,
something. Yeah.
yeah.
So
She's
that's
generally in the final four all the time.
yeah. So
Pretty
she's
good.
world number one win and player of the year. I think that's a good thing, and I'm
Good
sure
stuff.
she's gonna have people coming for her because Coco Golf.
Oh, she's gonna get knocked off next year.
Yeah,
I want to kid it,
yeah, I'm sure she will.
but
And
next year is gonna be difficult.
yeah, and something we've been hearing a bit in sports and I've saw it a bit in golf and also now tennis, but the transgender women are no longer allowed to play in Britain tournaments.
Yeah, I
Um,
saw that. It was pretty interesting to see. No longer allowed to play in some
in some,
domestic
yeah,
tennis. And in Britain, and it's official rule change. So that's what it's going to be. It's not like they're talking about; they're actually done it. And you're right; they've also done it in golf as well. So
yeah,
anything
golf is
organized by
too.
RNA
Yeah.
from the beginning of January next year, they're out. So interesting trend. I know you spoke about it briefly that it's coming up in cricket as well.
It's actually there's now change of rules, so it's banned already.
It's
The
banned in
trans
cricket
yeah, they're
across the
not
board, or is it just in North
across
America?
the board.
Across the board. Okay.
Yeah, the ICC has banned the women
Yeah.
transgender. If once you've passed puberty and you had a sex change, then you're not allowed to play.
Good. Good. I mean, the rules just have to be clear, whatever
Yeah,
they are. They have
yeah,
to be
they have
clear.
to declare definitely. And with the upcoming Australian on the men's side, that is the upcoming Australian Open, we
Yeah.
have Kyrgios says he's going to make his return, and
Oh boy.
he's very outspoken and
Yeah.
he's one of those charismatic players. Yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see him. He had a lot of injuries, but
You think he's gonna go anywhere with this one?
I think he's so talented, but that he probably doesn't even realize his talent. But he probably just gets in too much trouble.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, but it's going to be tough to come back in a slam and win
Very.
after all the injuries.
What a
But
way to come back in a
yeah,
big championships like that. One of
I'm
the Grand
sure.
Slam tournaments.
Yeah, I think he'll have to play a couple of warm-ups
He
before
better
the
have a shot.
Adelaide or
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah. To have a shot.
Yeah, if he's gonna have a shot. But good to see him back. I think he's good for tennis. I mean,
Good for the sport.
yeah,
Good for
good
the
for the
sport.
sport to have somebody like that. And yeah, so that's it for me on tennis. Unless you had anything else you wanted to add.
On tennis, no, I think that was it for tennis. I mean, not much going on right now. I think they've all settled down to enjoy their holidays. So,
Yeah, I think
yeah,
just a lot of off-course stuff like Raducanu actually. So she's got hired a new fitness coach and said
she
big things are gonna happen for her next year.
she is fighting her way back, and I really love that. I think she's talented, but she's just gone through a mess after winning the U.S. Open a couple of years ago. So, but she's very young, a kid. just
Yes.
becoming an adult now, I think, and she's realizing that she has to work hard for what she's going to achieve. So I see her doing the work. So I think she's going to have some success in 2025.
Yeah, I think so too. And just the final thing on the doping. I mean, I think Iga Swiatek, she spoke out about the differences in her case and the others, but I don't
Yeah.
think people are buying it. So.
I don't know. I mean, there was this whole article from WADA, and they're revising their accidental contamination rules,
Hmm.
to avoid all these controversies. So, but the funny thing about it, they're doing it, but it won't come into effect until 2027, which is so far away
So yeah, it's
that
a lot.
whatever happened with Sinner or with Swiatek is already going to be gone. So, but
Yeah,
they're looking to revise it though. So what happened doesn't happen again.
correct. Yeah,
But I mean, Swiatek said she had a secret medication that had traces of trimetazine.
yeah.
So, is it true? It's possible.
The I think the manufacturers came out and said there was some combination.
Yeah, yeah, they did.
Yeah,
They did.
so I
They
guess
backed her up.
yeah they did, and they apologized. But
But the problem with it is, would they do anything different? I mean, she's a superstar. Are you going to go against her? I mean, so I don't know. You got a doubt, but I mean, I hopefully everything is above board and they're right that yes, it was a bad batch
hmm
because it's a hit for them.
it is. Yeah. Well, we'll keep an eye on all those things happening in tennis, and well, what other sports you want to talk about before we get on some basketball, maybe? Or
Just a little, a little basketball. I think I noticed Scotty Barnes is down again for the Raptors.
hurry up, he's been
And
out
it's
for a
like
while.
he got hit in the eye. He was out. He came back and he played a couple of games. Looked like he was getting decent, and boom, he's gone again for weeks now with an ankle injury. I was actually at the game against the Knicks when it happened, so it
Oh,
was
okay.
tough to see that happen for him. But the interesting thing for me was RJ Barrett. He seems to be finally getting as aggressive as I think he should have been. A lot of people have always said he's soft, but he's becoming tough and he's fighting his way and scoring and doing all the good things. So Raptors may not do much this year, but I think a couple of players like RJ Barrett is going to do really well.
Yeah, I think so. But they have to improve because I think they have the worst road
Record, yeah,
rate for the year so far. It's just
yeah.
not.
They have a lot of change. They need help. I think it's the best way to
Seems
put it.
like
But
a trend in the Toronto teams because I think the Maple Leaf is also tied for the worst record on the road as well.
really, but I mean, they're way up there in their league though. They're
They
doing
are,
very well
but they're
overall.
not doing well
Well,
at,
on the road,
on the
yeah,
road. Yeah,
yeah. We'll see.
Uh, yeah, and
The other sport I wanted to touch on just for a second would be golf. I know it's
hmm?
one of your favorite sports because you're a big golfer now.
Yeah.
But Scheffler, we had spoken briefly about him, and yeah,
Mhm.
he has equal the record for the most wins in a year. So matching none
Yes,
other than Mr. Tiger Woods. So awesome
yeah,
for him. You
it is.
know,
I mean, I watched and he did it in the Tigers tournament.
yeah, exactly. What a
Yeah,
place to do it.
yeah, and I watched. I mean, he's just unbeatable. He's just so
He's
good. I mean, I
he's
watched.
next level, as we would put it. Next level.
He's
He's on another level that nobody's at right now.
I mean, he was not even in contention the first day, and
I
then
know.
he
I
just came
know.
and blew away the field.
He just walked over them as if they weren't there.
The last day, he was one behind Justin Thomas, and I think Justin felt the pressure. He
Yeah.
finished third. He didn't even finish second.
And you know what? That's what your name does for you sometimes. You got
Mhm.
a big man right behind you. You lose your concentration and you lose your
Yeah,
focus.
and you're playing in the final pairing with him, and you see the good shots he's hitting, and
Hitting, yeah.
it, it makes
You
you
got
want
a big man on form, big man in sync with himself. You're gonna
yeah,
get scared.
yeah, you try to put some extra pressure on yourself because
You wanna come
you want to play some those great shots to keep up with him, and it doesn't
and
happen.
then you make mistakes,
You
right?
make
So
mistakes, yeah.
you
So
gotta stick to what you know best, right? So
yeah,
but another thing on golf, I mean, we saw Tiger Woods. They said he's gonna come back and play alongside his son Charlie
next
at
weekend,
next week
yes,
exhibition tournament in Orlando. So it'd be interesting to see how that looks.
yes, that's next weekend, and also the TGL kicks off next month,
Next,
the Tiger League,
yes,
Tiger Golf Indoor League, and there was one video clip of Tiger testing out the facility and wow, everybody's gone crazy as usual.
Yeah,
Just one swing from Tiger and the
the
whole
whole
social
world is like, ah,
Tigers.
Tiger.
Yeah. And I think what I've heard is that the players, when they've seen the facility for the first time, they're all in awe.
Yes,
Like
yes,
that.
you did
Yeah.
a good job.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see how that tournament goes. Nobody from Live is in it,
I
but
know,
will
not
anybody?
yet, at least,
Not
not yet.
yet. But hopefully that they'll have that impasse solved and we'll have a couple of players from Live.
It would be
Like,
good if they're there.
yeah.
Good for the sport if they're there.
Yeah. And the final thing on golf, there's a Grant Thornton Invitational this weekend, and I like the format actually. Where it's team with male and female player.
Okay, a mixed.
Yeah, yeah, and Tavatano Kit and Nap who came on the scene earlier
Hmm.
this year and surprised everybody. They had
Yes.
like almost a flawless yesterday, and their lead in -14.
Okay, cool.
So that's something to keep an eye on. The defending champions of that tournament, I think it's Lydia Ko and Day, Jason Day and Lydia Ko. They're the
Yes,
defending
indeed.
champions. They're like 4 shots behind at -10. So still a few days to go, and anything can happen in these tournaments.
Yes, 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 for sure, for sure.
So that's probably, and if I don't go out, I'll probably watch some of that
Some
today.
of that, yeah, yeah.
So you're listening to Love Bay Afrobeats Music Talk Radio. It's the England Roger Sports Hour. And Roger, I guess we can jump on. If there's nothing else we want to talk about, is there any NFL news you want to give?
I know, just watching to see. There's a lot of talk about who's going to win
Oh,
it now.
yeah,
Philadelphia, what's going to happen with them. Detroit, they're talking Baltimore, they're talking KC. There's a lot of teams being
Casey's,
thrown out there.
Casey's just finding a way to win.
Well, a lot of people, as I mentioned a few times, a lot of people feel that they won't be. I think there's some stat about they're not covering their spread, and a team that doesn't cover their spread has never won the
um,
championship. So,
yeah, it's like always a 2 point or something. It's not.
yes, yes,
Yeah,
they're winning, but I mean they're not covering. And
yeah. It's
there's some stat that says those that never cover never win the championship. So
well, we'll
we'll
see.
see.
We'll see if that happens. If something else. And I saw there was a big. Actually, there was a good game on the weekend with Rams and Buffalo.
Buffalo, awesome
Yeah,
game, awesome game. I watched
yeah,
parts of it.
yeah. Yeah, I watched parts of it too, and yeah, it was really good.
Buffalo shouldn't have lost. I don't know. I don't know. But Buffalo's a team to watch, though.
They're a team to watch for sure, and I wouldn't count them out.
No, we shouldn't. I mean, a lot of people said, it's about time that they won something.
The Leafs, right? You want them to win something.
About time they won something.
There, yeah, yeah.
Oh
Okay,
boy.
yeah. Okay, we'll get on to some cricket then. Since but and I want to start with West Indies because West Indies, I think they blew the second test and then they went into the ODIs and a clean sweep in St. Kitts for those three. And
It was a good look, Ingle. It was
it
a good look.
was two record chases there.
Yeah, I noticed that last chase was pretty impressive.
Yeah,
Over 320 is not easy to do, and they did it very comfortably. But I mean, the big thing is they hadn't beaten Bangladesh in such a long time that it was impressive to not only beat
just
them,
I think it
but
was
to sweep them.
14 straight or something that Bangladesh had beaten them.
Yep, yeah. I
And
was surprised to see that
I
stat. I was
didn't
like,
even know
really?
that. I didn't
Yeah,
realize that stat was surprising when I saw it.
like really? It's been that long?
Yeah. And I think that for me, the last game, that win was fantastic because to see the players who carried West Indies through, Django and debut getting 100, the
That
second
was,
player
yeah,
in history behind Desmond Haynes, who did it
James,
way back.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
No, I wish. But first of all, I was shocked that he was even in the team. But I mean, not only be in the team, but to actually get a century in his first game.
yeah, I was wondering, like, how come they made that? I knew they would give a few players a chance, but to leave out Graves, I didn't think that would ever happen. He
Exactly.
looked good. And Django got his chance, and now West Indies have a good problem.
A very good problem. A very good problem. But do you think Django is for real though, or it is just a one-off thing?
No, I think he's been playing pretty good recent cricket. He had a great Super 50 as well,
Yes, he
and that's
did.
what got him in. So, he looks very confident. I want to see him against the top teams
Exactly. Yeah,
and to
yeah.
see how he can go against them. And I think he's someone that he should be around the team and be given a chance to play as much cricket as possible.
Yes, yes,
But
yes, for sure.
he's been around a bit. He's been with Barbados, been with combined campuses. He's been with Leeward Islands, and
Yes,
then Trinidad took him back this year as a batsman. He was actually he can wicket keep as well.
that's what I noticed. He's very talented. I mean,
Yeah,
he's a true all rounder.
true all rounder, yes. And so I was disappointed for Casey Carty not getting that second 100, but 95 was well
95, man. How
played.
do you get to 95 and not make it? Oh
Yeah,
boy.
yeah, 95 got out, and we saw a few of the 90s in this series.
I know.
But yeah, he looked pretty good. Carty looked, batting at number three is very responsible position.
He seems to be pretty solid most of the time, but yeah, he seems to be pretty solid.
Yeah, I
Pretty
think the
solid.
person who will want to forget his debut is Jediah Blades.
I know.
He had
Tough one.
a tough one to say the least. 6 overs, 73. I think he want to forget that. And he's a young man. He's 22 years old and he still have a future in front. I've seen some people. I mean, social media can be harsh, and some
Oh,
people.
they will kill you if they have a chance
Oh
to.
yeah,
Trust me.
they're saying that he would play this first and his last game, but I don't think so.
That's a little much.
It is a little much, yeah. And so West Indies winning that series 3-0. So, and I'm disappointed actually. It's ODI cricket, and they had a game on Sunday, and then two during the week, which you could understand a little, but
Yeah.
the crowd was very poor.
Yeah, it's still been poor, and they're winning and all of that. So,
And
and they're in the Eastern Caribbean, so you'd assume that people would come out, but
I
I
mean,
don't
I've
know.
never, I've never seen an ODI in Sinkers where they don't have a decent crowd.
That's what I was shocked about. I mean,
So
that's they're over in the Eastern Caribbean, and usually it's filled to capacity when Western is doing well.
my only thing that I could think about is that it's December, it's Carnival around the corner, and people are holding on to their dollars for
Maybe
Carnival,
Christmas and
Christmas and
Carnival.
Carnival.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
tickets weren't expensive; they were cheap. So
And
maybe
they
for
still did
one
a
day,
show.
maybe if it was a day-night game, you'll have
Maybe.
people. Yeah,
I don't know, but I mean, it's hard to say, but I mean, it's definitely not a good look. I think, and maybe this is a question for you: is Darren Sammy really making a difference with his West Indies T20 and ODI teams? Because he
uh,
seems to be turning it around. One thing I will say, you sort of know what to expect from them. Some people
yes.
may not perform, but I think they have a system now. They have something that you can say this is the template that they're following. So I'll give him credit for that. But what are your thoughts on him and what he's doing for them?
No, I think he's doing a good job. They seem to be doing the right thing. If you notice, Django actually, since Sammy sat him down and told him how to plan his innings.
Yes,
That's what
yes,
he followed. So he seemed to know the players well, and he seemed to know how to get along with them. And as I always say, at this level, it's not about your coaching skills; it's man management.
yeah,
And he
yeah.
seems to be very good at that. Maybe he did some sort of psychology or something. He knows how
Well,
to get into their heads.
maybe that's what it is. But I mean, I think coming in, we had said, he's more like a cheerleader. But I mean,
Yes,
sometimes you do need that as well.
you need
You
that.
need to get them motivated. You need to feel like a family. You need them to gel together. And he seems to have done that. And he seems to be supporting them, and they feel good about the support that they're getting from him. So there is a change, and it's
Hmm.
a positive change.
It's a
So hopefully
positive
they can
change.
keep
Yeah.
building on that.
Yeah, they're gonna. And, I saw some people saying, "Oh, it's Bangladesh," but they forgot they just beat England as well.
Exactly.
So it's not
Exactly.
just Bangladesh. And I think you got to beat whoever comes in front of you.
You can only be two in front of you,
Yeah.
man. So you gotta start there. So and that they're doing. And if they can sweep the T20s now, then you can say yes, they're rolling.
Yes, for sure. The T20s, as you mentioned, and they start tomorrow in St. Vincent, and those are day-night
Yes.
games. And
Yes.
West Indies have planned something extra, and they're going to be putting on a drone show for the first time.
Oh really?
Yeah, so watch the
What?
cricket. Yeah, there's going to be a drone show at the games, and
Oh
I look
boy.
forward to seeing what they're going to be doing in
It
St.
sounds
Vincent.
like fun. I mean, at least that may bring some people out.
It should bring people out. I think knowing, sorry, when they're in Ralph Gonzalez's country, that's cricket country,
It is cricket
I'd say,
country.
and I'm sure he'll make sure that the fans
People
come out.
show up. People for sure, for sure. But But these T20s, though, I mean, I'm looking at it and
Yeah,
there's a couple questions that I have for you. I mean, I'm disappointed to see a couple of the players not going to
yes,
show up because they have duties elsewhere. So
I am very disappointed with that, and
Rutherford and Hope, the big names, calling there.
yeah, and when I saw that,
David
I'm like,
Kelly.
wow, because they have, and then I think the what's the leg spinner as well is
What's
also
saying? Yeah, Akila saying he's
Hussein is also, yeah,
gonna go.
gonna
He's
go
gonna play like the first game or something like that.
and then leave. Yeah,
You know, it's hard to say, but I guess you got to make money. But I mean, this, to me, it just should not be happening.
I don't think it should be happening. And if you look at the other countries, they
It
leave.
doesn't
They
happen.
don't go until after the
Yeah,
tournament. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
what's the big deal in playing a couple of missing a day or two?
There
I've
you go.
seen the players from Pakistan and Afghanistan who played in the CPL.
Yeah,
They went back home to play for the
play for their
country and
country.
returned.
West Indies do the other way around. They
Yeah,
leave playing for their country to go play in the
yeah,
leagues.
yeah.
Crazy. The
It's
only
not.
country that does that. The only the West Indies does that. Everybody
Yeah,
else does the
England is
opposite.
looking to ban their players.
Yeah, yeah. And we're looking to send them out. So we play a weakened team and our rankings go down.
Exactly, and that's what the problem is. And as you talk about rankings and West Indies and stuff, you might have seen the Greg Backley, the outgoing chairman of ICC, where he said about it's time to dismantle the West Indies.
Yes, and that is something I had on my list to talk to you about because
Yeah,
that was a huge call he was trying to make there, and
think
a
it's
lot of people agree with him though.
they
But a
do,
lot
but
of
if you look at it, if you dismantle the West Indies, it's basically the end of any West Indian cricket. No team is they're gonna have to go back to being associates
I
and work
know
their way up to test level
up to test level,
and
which is
ODI status, etc. So it's going to be a lot of years before a West Indian team play in the top
would come
levels.
back up.
So I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
as much as he said it's the only thing, but yeah, we've known that for years. It's the only thing that we play together as a sport. But he should not say it's the only thing that keep the Caribbean together because he doesn't know the Caribbean. There's CARICOM, there's other things. Although it's not going greatest, it's
yeah.
there. So don't say make those statements.
Yes, yes, yes.
You know,
No, no, I agree. I agree.
yeah. I don't. I think Barclays need to keep out of our cricket.
No, I mean, I know it's. I can understand what he's talking about, but it's difficult.
I understand because when you look at Commonwealth Games,
You couldn't get into the games as a West
Barbados,
Indies, right?
Barbados, and the same thing is going to happen in upcoming Olympics,
Exactly. You
the
can only go as a
individual
country.
countries and Pan Am Games, but those are not significant.
At this point in time, no. I mean, it's
No,
probably they see it as an expansion for the sport, but I think at this point
it's
in time, they're nowhere close to that.
West Indies may not even be because they're, for what I understand, LA, they're going to take the top six countries. West Indies
Yeah.
not in the top six,
Anyway, they
right?
wouldn't make it
So
anyway.
what's the difference?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard. I mean, I conceptually, I think I can understand where he's coming from, and to some extent, I agree that
Hmm.
But overall, for where we are now, it would have to be a planned thing over many years to get them
Yeah,
back
it's gonna have
to
to
that.
be. Yeah.
It's not something that could happen overnight. It will take a long time if they want to go that route.
And why pick on West Indies cricket and say it doesn't have any money and stuff like that? How many countries have money? It's only
I
in the
know.
big three has money.
One of the big three has money. So yeah, he was a little flawed
Yeah. So
coming up with
his
that.
reason is that sometimes I want to say some things, but I can't say because
As Joey
one,
going to say, you gotta keep your mouth.
one of these days I will say,
You just let it all out, Ingle. Let
yeah,
it out.
it's,
Get it
yeah,
out there.
yeah. If you look at ICC and the cricket and stuff in general, and I go back to things when they had the Black Lives Matter movement and the people speaking out against. I looked at cricket closely. They weren't as supportive, in my opinion, as
Yeah,
some of the other sports.
true, true.
Yeah. So, anyway, let me not get off that topic.
We're gonna have to take it as a whole
Let's
show
take
one day.
one day, yeah.
It's a
And we'll
big
have
topic.
to,
It's a big, big topic.
yes, the big topic for sure. Just quickly in other cricket that's happening.
Before you go, I mean,
Yeah.
one quick thing about the West Indies
Oh, yeah,
T20
you said
team.
you had a couple of questions. Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed. In my opinion, there's no bowling there. I mean, maybe I'm just a little off here, but who's gonna take the wickets for this T20 team tomorrow?
You're right. I thought about that. It looked like players are just getting a rest. and the team. I looked at the bowling and I was wondering the same thing. The strength of the bowling.
I don't
I
know.
guess it's gonna have to be what's his name from Saint Vincent, Obed McCoy. Gonna have to do
McCoy,
some work.
but he has never really done that. But I mean,
Shama Springer has been good in the T20 in the local.
yeah, yeah.
Alzari Joseph has not been that great in T20 in terms of
No,
wickets. So Moti, I guess.
yeah. You know what? Maybe it's Moti. I
Yeah,
don't know.
it's probably going to be the spin, Moti and Weston Chase. Maybe
Yeah,
those are the
we're
ones.
gonna need something though. So we can bat all the way down to like number 9 or whatever. But I think from a
Yeah, but
bowling, it's not gonna be good to
yeah, I think the
go ahead.
bowling is pretty weak. When you look at Romario, Shepherd, Shamar, and the other person that's who else is missing from the team is Rutherford, right?
Rutherford, he's one that is not available because he has to go make some money.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Yeah. So to me, the bowling is very weak, as you said. So maybe they think Justin Graves has been bowling pretty okay as
Yeah,
a
he's been
six
solid, both
bowler.
bat and ball.
Yeah. So maybe they think they have enough batting power that whatever Bangladesh score they can
That's what
chase
I believe they strongly believe in, and they do if everybody shows up and they don't run out people unnecessarily too.
it. I know Brandon King was so angry.
Yes,
It was
I
great.
agree with it.
Yeah,
I've never seen you so mad.
and then Athens gets out in the next over, so
I
makes
know.
it even worse. Yes, yeah,
Oh boy,
definitely.
that was something else to watch.
It was, yeah. Yeah, but yeah, it's gonna be a tough task for West Indies, but I think they're confident enough that they can take
Yeah,
Bangladesh.
maybe
In the
they're right.
semis. Yeah, but it's gonna be interesting for sure.
Yeah,
Um, South Africa playing Pakistan in the T20s at the moment, and I don't know if you've
Africa doing
watched.
their thing.
South Africa just seem to be winning. Pakistan new captain is not a happy man because he started 0-4.
I know.
So South Africa winning there pretty quite easily.
Easily,
First
yeah.
year,
They've been rolling over them.
they're rolling over them. And Amir has decided, Mohammed Amir and Imad Wazim
Yeah.
decided to go back into retirement.
Oh
They
my
just
word.
they came back for the World Cup, played, and then now they decided
They're done
they're
again.
done again. Maybe in World Cup 27 they'll come back.
Come back and play again.
20,
Then
what is it,
retire again after that.
27? Yeah, World Cup they may come back.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
who knows? But
Who knows? Hopefully that Pakistan has enough that they don't have to bring them back out of
no, I
retirement.
don't think so. And then people are still not happy with Baba Azam, who's struggling quite a bit.
Surprised because, as I said, I think he's one of the best batsmen in the world, and he has been consistent for a few years. But something's happened. I don't know if it's in his personal
Something.
or if it's just his body is breaking down, but he's not the same guy anymore.
No, a lot of happening in Pakistan cricket because Jason Gillespie he quit.
Quit. Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
that.
he was the interim white ball coach, and then
Coach.
he
Yeah.
became the red ball coach. He is the red ball coach, and he quit, and allegedly because he's not getting what he wants. He wants his coaches with him,
Yeah.
and they've said no. So, said okay, I'm done.
Yeah. It's not gonna work. Bye
And
bye. See you
that's
later.
the second coach in a short time to have quit.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's not a good look for Pakistan.
No,
Seemed
it's
like a
not.
very tough team to coach.
It is. I believe so as well.
Other series is Zimbabwe and Afghanistan. They're tied 1-all in that series, and they're actually currently playing for the. it's a- In fact, Afghanistan just won that game. They won 27 Zimbabwe, Afghanistan 128 for 7 with 3 balls left.
Oh, okay.
Won that series 2-1.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It was not. I thought 127 was going to be easy, but it was.
Apparently not. Three balls to clear.
And so losing 7 wickets. So
Yeah. Yeah.
good for Zimbabwe to put up a fight.
For
And
sure.
some women's cricket getting on the way tomorrow. And West Indies are in India. India probably going to be looking for a bounce back after losing to Australia.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's going to start tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. our time.
Yeah. You
So
think West Indies can beat them?
I think they can be competitive whether they're going to beat them or not. I think it depends on Haley Matthews and unfortunately and DeAndre Dotson.
That's in, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
how they play because there's no Stephanie Taylor.
Taylor, yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah,
tough
so
when you just know if Haley fails, then the team is in trouble.
yes, it's
Not
just the
so
one.
good.
And India going to target her, I'm sure. So
Yes, they're gonna go
she's
after
going to have to
her.
do well.
Yeah.
And then another series starting on the 18th would be New Zealand and Australia. Sorry. So some women's cricket to look forward to.
Yep.
And in some news and notes, Roger, Campbell suspended for 4 games.
I noticed that. Just came back, but I mean, you got what, 4 years, and you beat it down to what, 18 months, and then you come
Yeah,
back and then you get another 4 months. But I think
4 games. Hmm.
it wasn't a straight 4 months. I think he's not banned from
Four
all cricket.
games.
It's 4 games.
4 games. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So he's not banned for long technically, and he's
He'd
not
be
banned for
allowed to play in the
red ball.
yes.
So
So
it's not a huge thing. So he still can play cricket. But I don't know. On the other side, the other captain is fighting it in court
yeah,
with
he's
cricket.
hired a lawyer. He's hired a lawyer to go and challenge them, and he said that he didn't. The charges were changed, and he's not going to get a fair trial because he thinks
Yeah,
that they've already
made up their
come to
mind.
this. Yeah,
Yeah,
after
you
seeing,
know what? I don't even know what to say for that one. I think
I don't know. I
I,
think
I don't even know. I thought he would have just taken it and move on. I mean, why drag this out?
well maybe because he's playing cricket. He's in the Bangladesh league. I mean, sorry, the Nepal T20 league. Maybe he wanted to go there and play that, and hoping maybe if he was banned, that they may say no, we're not going to use you.
Yeah, I think
So
if he was banned, he couldn't play. Maybe.
yeah, so he's playing in the Nepal league. He went from the Super 50 straight there. But to say that to bring lawyers and stuff, I mean, there's clear rules about breach of
Exactly. Exactly.
ICC rules, and I've never. And that lawyer who he has, he's a gentleman who was part of the BCA before. He was part of West Indies cricket, so he has a
Yeah.
beef right now with West Indies. So not surprising.
That's why
Yes,
stance is the way it is.
yes. So I'm just waiting to see how that plays out. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out.
Very interesting.
And Barbados and Guyana, Roger, no show for the crucial
I
governance.
saw that. It's like what? Yeah, what is going on there, Ingle?
It's normal. They've done it before and they've done it again.
Oh boy. I see
So
our friend Dave Cameron is hitting out against what's going on there too.
yes, but you know what? All respect to everybody. So that governance report was 2019 or 2020. It
Yeah,
should be reviewed and maybe have a look again. I mean, it probably has some relevant stuff in it
it
still.
does. It does. It
Yeah,
does.
but they should have a look at it again and see if it can
The
be
Webby
updated a
report.
bit. The Webby report, yeah.
I think they need to do something. I think before there was a Patterson report, they did
There's
nothing.
a
Now there's the
Patterson.
Webby report. So I think they need, as you say, go for it, take what can work and do something about it. But to have it sitting there gathering dust is not good. I think that's worse.
Yeah, yeah. I remember being interviewed by Patterson actually for the Patterson
Oh,
report. I was
report. Oh,
part of
okay.
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
cool.
working with the Leeward Islands at the time, and
Yes,
yeah, I was part of that. And yeah,
pretty
Patrick
cool.
Patterson. It was good meeting him actually. Yeah, and
Dave Patterson, the man,
yeah,
the
and,
legend.
and then he had his report, and then that was taken over by the Webby, and then who knows
Yeah.
who's next? Maybe it's the Roger Shaw report.
Maybe it's the Roger and Ingle
Yeah,
report.
who
That's
knows?
what they need. That's
Yeah,
what they.
that's what they probably need. And
Yeah,
finally, Roger, in cricket, Prem Thakur, the team owner of the Gale Marvels in Sri Lanka, T10 in the Lanka T10, has been arrested on match fixing charges
that's
a
never good.
day after the tournament. He made an approach to one of his overseas players and asked him to do something and got himself arrested.
Well, if
And
he's doing that, then he should go to jail.
he's he's been arraigned and he's think the hearing he has his first hearing on the 16th.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
go to jail.
yeah, it's like there's against the laws, and that people are. There's mixed things about it, but some people are saying, well, questioning like, how do these? They always wonder how do these people make money because no millionaire, billionaire, whatever, just gonna give away money and
No,
say buy a franchise team, and that there's a way of making money.
making money. Yeah, true.
Yeah,
True.
so questions, and I'll be it's good. And I think earlier this week, someone from the Abu Dhabi league was given a 8-year suspension for same
Eight.
match fixing. Yeah,
Wow. Wow.
so he's lucky that he just got, but this gentleman could end up in jail.
Yeah, I know.
I guess it depends on the country you do
It
it in.
depends on the country you're in and the
Yeah,
power that you have in the country that you're in.
yeah. So yeah, I think yeah, that's for me for cricket. If
I
there's
had
like,
one quick question about cricket as well. As you talked about Gonzalez' country
hmm
over there, what about his comments about Dr. Kishore
I didn't see that he made some comments, did he?
that he's a failure?
Oh, he said that.
Yeah,
Oh wow, his own countryman he's saying is a failure.
yeah. It was funny when he went after him and says, yeah,
Oh
he's disappointed.
well, there's some of the things you can say that I'm disappointed with West Indies cricket. It's almost like even with the appointments, it seems like to favor
Yeah.
people from his circle.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and but I didn't know he made those comments. I didn't see it on obviously, but yeah,
Yeah.
he's probably onto something. And again, Premier Gonzalez don't say anything unless
He
he,
believes in
he
it.
yeah, yeah. And it doesn't matter the fact that he's been sanctioned. He's just calling it as he see it.
Believes it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but there's other people who have spoken, have said that, but I am not one who like to criticize these guys because we're all in leadership positions
Yeah.
and
Yeah. You know how it goes sometimes.
it
They're
yeah,
trying. They're
they're
trying.
trying. He's
Yeah.
trying his
That's the best way to put it.
yeah, because yeah, now I'm seeing it. Yeah, in the Gleaner.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so oh wow, and he said these made these comments in a lecture in Dominica. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, I think yeah, some of the points he's making, just briefly looking over it is yeah, I haven't seen the changes I'd expect. I mean,
Yeah.
like I think we spoke about it where we said that sending a team, a group of guys to India for 14 days makes no sense.
It's short.
Yeah, it's a
It's,
short
it's
and
an eye opener, but that's all it is.
it is, and then to be having these things, the reports saying, "Oh, the players are learning how to sweep." I mean, you're learning how to sweep a ball now. Sweep shot, come on. And there are people in the Caribbean can do that. Teach them.
Exactly.
I mean,
Exactly.
sometimes I feel like these things are just PR and
That's a big part of what it is, in my opinion.
yeah,
It's all about
because
PR.
they've got so much knowledge in the Caribbean. The other countries, England, for example, they
Exactly.
have, from what I understand, they have tapes, tons and tapes of West Indies in the past, how they played.
Yes.
How they change it from calypso cricket and they call it baseball. It's the same
Yeah.
thing.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing.
So yeah, but wow, Gonzalez just calls it as he sees it, I
Sees
guess.
it. Yeah. He's not afraid to talk
He's
his
not
mind.
yeah. So yeah, if nothing else, that's it for cricket. So you're
Yep.
listening to the England Roger Sports Hour on Love Bay Afrobeats Music Talk Radio. And Roger, I don't know if we spoke since with the athletes of the year have been named.
In Tobago.
Yeah, I think we
Tobago.
did, right?
Yeah, we did talk about it.
Yeah,
Yeah. But
and
let's
some
start
other
off with this
things,
young. What's that?
but there's some other things happening in track and field, so you
Yeah.
can get. Yep,
Yes. There's this young kid, Gout. I'm not sure I like the name.
I don't like the name either, but
Gout is such a debilitating disease, but
yeah.
he's breaking Usain Bolt's age group records, right? So he now has run 20.04, breaking Usain Bolt's 20.13. So
Hmm.
he's all the rage that he's going to be the next. His dad is from South Sudan. He's Australian. I think he was born there and everything. So, it's showing that maybe there are some sprinters in Sudan that we need to be looking
Oh,
out
we need
for.
to look it out. Yeah.
But yeah, he has gone and he's broken up all of Usain Bolt's record. And
Mhm.
Bolt has finally come out and said, yes, he looks like a young me. So huge
Mm.
statement there.
Yeah, he did. I saw that. Yeah.
So I think I don't know what your thoughts are on him. I don't
I
mind
just
him at this stage.
I don't think yeah the comparison because I think back of other young people. I mean, name comes to mind is Brianna Williams. I thought she was
Yeah,
gonna be the top
yeah.
sprinter in the world at after looking at her under 18.
There you go.
So I don't know, but and as you said, he has a build similar to Bolt,
Yeah, not as tall,
and
but I mean,
not as
he's good
tall
height.
with
But
height,
yeah,
yeah. But definitely one to watch. But don't.
he's definitely well. He's taking the place by storm, right?
Mhm.
And a couple of people, his dad has first come out and says, they made a mistake. His name was spelled wrongly, and he's
Okay,
trying to change his name. So he said his name is actually Guot, not Gout.
okay.
So he doesn't want his son's name to be associated with a disease going
With this,
forward.
right.
So he's trying to change the name. But also Michael Johnson has come out and tell him to exercise some caution.
Hmm.
That yeah, he has great potential, but a lot of risk. A lot of risk. He's
Exactly.
gonna need
That's
a
the thing.
solid team to help him around this journey, man.
He does. Yeah.
So the coach is saying take it slow. I think his dad is saying take it slow, but Adidas has already signed him
Hmm.
and they're trying to put him on the world map. They're actually sending him to Florida to go trade with Noah Lyles
Oh
already.
wow.
He's only
Already.
16. I
Yeah,
don't
that's a bit
know.
much.
I don't know, man. I
It's
don't
about the
know.
dollars nowadays.
All about the dollars. And these shoe companies, they will buy you and then they'll sell you or drop in 2 seconds.
Yeah, they will. If
So
he's
it's,
not up to the standard, then when a
he's
couple of
gone.
years time,
Yeah.
he's totally gone.
So hopefully he rides it out and becomes the next superstar. It will be huge for Australia.
Definitely.
But at 16 years, broken all the Australian records. So
Yeah, I
good.
saw some of the races. I mean, he just looks really
He's
so
next level.
good. Yeah.
He's next level good. At
Yeah.
his age, yeah, next level good. I know there's another 16-year-old in America, but you know what? It's good to see what's going on with track and field. The young kids are coming up to take over.
Hmm.
Definitely coming up to take over. In some other news, I mean, when you talk a little bit about Grand Slam track, which is Michael Johnson's in our league here, a couple people are missing from this, and I'm not sure what you think about this, but a lot of names have been called, but two major U.S. athletes are not in the Grand Slam track league. Noah Lyles is not there, and Shakari Richardson is not there.
Is
Do you
that
think it's going to
is,
impact the
is
league?
it their choice
I'm
or?
wondering. I'm really. It hasn't been clear as to whose choice it is. Did he not invite
Mhm.
them, or did they say no? I'm not sure which one it is, but we know they're not there.
It probably may have some impact, but in when they get to a USA, but I don't think I think the first year is gonna have some teething problems, but I don't know if I have to think through that one if it's gonna have such a big impact. That I mean, it's two big names, but they have other good,
Massive
a
names from
lot
a
of
US point of view.
yeah, from a US point of view, but they have some other really good names there too. And people
Yeah,
are, if you're a track fan, you're gonna go out and watch the
but
others.
no, for sure. The thing about it is, this first year is all about the US. So you have of the four meets, one is in Jamaica, three is in the US.
Okay,
Right? So with three in the US and you don't have
and we
Noah
don't have
Lyles or
Shakari.
Shakari, then I think it may. I don't think it's going to spell doom, as some people are saying, but I think it may impact. But if it goes well with the other athletes, then maybe next year they make sure that they're there.
Maybe there'll be a late signing. Maybe negotiations are going on behind the scene.
Maybe,
Who
maybe.
knows? But yeah, that's those are two big names for not having them in the US.
Massive, massive name for a league that is pretty much a US league this year. So
Yeah.
it's going to be interesting to see how that works out. Yeah, in some other news, Toby Anderson, the world record holder for the 100-meter hurdles, she's from Nigeria.
Hmm.
He was coached by Lassina Golden Clark, a Jamaican Commonwealth champion over there in the US, but now she's moved to Jamaica. I know she
Okay.
always jokes about being able to talk Jamaican and eat the Jamaican food because of her coach. And,
Uh-huh.
I know the coach's husband, Davian Clark, who used to run for Jamaica. He's a friend of mine. So I know they've brought her into Jamaica, but now she has actually moved to Jamaica to train with Glenn Mills,
Wow.
Usain Bolt's former coach.
Hmm.
So the only thing about it is she's a hurdler, and I don't think he has produced a hurdler yet. So it's an interesting move for sure.
It is an interesting move, and to go to Jamaica, I guess, yeah,
Big
that's a
move,
big
change
move.
your country, change your coach,
Yeah.
culture change, everything is changed. But Glenn will make her go fast. That we know.
Maybe that's what. Maybe she feels comfortable with going over the hurdles, and she want to go faster.
Maybe that's what it is. But with hurdles, you gotta have
Or would
speed,
she switch?
technique, balance.
Would she switch to flat?
Who
And
knows? Maybe she's thinking about that. Who
yeah.
knows what she's gonna do? But I found it very interesting that she would do that because you're going to a camp that is not known for hurdling.
Hmm.
So it's going to be interesting to see how that one works out. But good for Jamaica. I mean, it's another big name down there training, so it'll be interesting to see how that one works out. Um, we have this rumor, as they would call it, a social media rumor. I'm not sure if it's a rumor or a fact, but they're saying very strongly that Christian Coleman, the American 60-meter world record holder, and Shakari Richardson, the
Yeah,
American darling in the sprints, that they're now dating. And strong rumors are out there that they're dating. So
yeah. People are already talking about how fast the kids are gonna
they're
be.
going to be. That
Yeah,
always scares me. They haven't even made one or even thinking about making one.
I know.
We're talking about it. You know what? I saw Marion Jones and Obadiah
Oh,
Thompson,
but
both
yeah,
fast sprinters, and they've been 4 kids, and I haven't seen one running, so I don't know.
no, kids may not even want to run. Yeah.
They may not even want to run. So we will see. In some other news, Norway's Jakob Ingebrigtsen. So he's just knows how to win, although he didn't win that 1500 at the Olympic Games.
Mhm.
But he cruised the victory at the European Cross Country Championships in Turkey to claim the men's senior title for the third time in 4 years. So big athlete, young kid, but he has won many titles, and he's one of the best in the world for a little while now.
Mm, great.
Really good to see him.
Good to see. Yeah.
And we'll talk a little bit about the person you just spoke about. So, Brianna Williams, as you mentioned, she
Mhm.
was a superstar as a kid. She decided at a bowling, whatever they decided that they were not good for each other. She went to Jamaica, didn't work out at all. There was a lot of things about her losing her focus and all of that when she was down there. Now she's with Atabolan's former coach, Carmelita's Gita's coach, none other than Coach John Smith.
Mm,
So he's now saying, "Give me time, and
right.
I'll do magic." So I don't know. You mentioned her. So do you think, Ingle, that after all she did as a junior, and she hasn't recaptured that junior form as yet, do you think that John Smith can change it to make her the superstar we all thought she would have become?
I saw his comments, and when I saw those comments, I'm one that was willing to give him the time because I think she's going, because she's good. I think there's something in between her juniors and now, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think maybe sometimes athletes go through these little phases, but this has been a long phase for
It's
her.
been a long phase for
But
her.
I'm hoping, because I like her as an athlete, I'm hoping, that she can come back and do something big. Because I like to see when athletes from a young age transitioned onto the senior level.
Exactly. Alison Felix did it and all of that. I mean, I'd love to see her do it. I will say, I mean, I sort of have an idea what happened. I think a lot of people felt Atto had her running too fast for her age, and the level of improvement from where she was is not going to be as great as people think.
Hmm.
But secondly, I mean, she was a young kid with her parents. Atto was like a father figure for her. She went to Jamaica, she was on her own. Rumors about her partying and not being focused. So now she's back. She sounds like she's locked in training hard again and coming on her way back. So she will be very competitive. I'm not sure if she's going to get to the 10 6s that we all hope she'll get to, but
She gets,
she's
yeah,
definitely going to be a factor to look out for, and extremely talented and a hard worker. So if she's back working hard, I believe she's going to have a shot.
great.
The last one I talk about now is Roger Stoner. So he came out of nowhere, as they would say, and won the discus at the Olympic Games with an Olympic record. But he has been flirting with going into the NFL. He had
Hmm.
gone to a few camps, but now he has been included as one of the 14 athletes announced for the NFL's International Player Pathway Program, class of
Right.
2025. So this gives him a chance to earn a spot with a team, as he can now train with the team. So I don't know, Olympic champion in the discus. Now he's going to be an NFL player. Do you think he's going to be a multi-sport, or do you think he's just going to stick with the NFL and try and make some money there?
I think if he goes to the NFL, he's probably going to stick to it if he gets drafted.
Yeah,
He'll
I think
stick
so
with it.
too.
It's going to be tough to go back for NFL. And well, discus is not, well, I don't know. It's too hard. It's not like sprinting.
No, it's
But
definitely not. And it's
yeah,
not part of
so
any Grand
he's not
Slam
on the
league
day.
anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe he can do, maybe he may do the odd, maybe the
Discuss
first
thing.
athlete to do the first
Yeah.
to do that. Who knows?
It's just that, yeah, in the NFL, he's a number, he's a statistics, but you make a lot of money.
Make a
In
lot of
discus, you have all the, you're the Olympic champion, you may be Commonwealth or whatever champion, but that's it. So
yeah,
you don't make a lot of money.
that's true. So he's got to do something to make some dollars.
I think so too. I think so too. But kudos to him. Kudos to
Yeah,
him.
kudos to him for sure for that.
Give him a chance. Anything else on track?
No, I think that's it. That's right.
All right,
Mhm.
let's move over to soccer, football, whatever you like to call it.
Yeah, I wasn't happy this morning, but it is what it is.
What's going on? Chelsea, maybe the best team in
Chelsea,
the league. What's going on with them, Ingle?
yeah, I know. They actually had to come from behind for a draw.
You know what? No, they didn't lose.
No, they didn't lose, so the
So
point is salvaged.
that's important. Brentford has been playing good, so I'm not totally surprised.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, they're on a good little roll and they're becoming competitive. People are saying if they continue like this, they may have a shot if things fall apart at the top of the league. So they're up there. They're third right now, right?
Yes.
So they have a good shot to keep going. But I mean, when you look at that league, Manchester City, I don't know what's going on. They can't
Chelsea's actually
buy a
second
game.
now. They're second now, actually.
Manchester City, right? Oh, Chelsea second,
Chelsea's
right?
second, yeah.
Yeah. Because Manchester
Man
City
City
can't even
is
buy a
fourth.
game.
They're fourth, yeah.
So and they lost again to Juventus in the Champions League here. So I don't know what's going on with them.
Yeah, they seem to be just not playing well for some reason.
I don't know, man. I mean, Guardiola, the coach, is saying this is his last team he's going to ever coach. If he does any more coaches, it's going to be for a national team. But he
Hmm.
said he's fine, although he's under pressure. He can't sleep. He can't eat. He's struggling, Ingo.
Yeah, he's under a lot of pressure because a lot is expected of them,
A lot, a
and it
lot.
can't be just the one player not being there, right?
I know it's much more than that this time.
Yeah.
And he has a few injuries, and he's saying it's because they have been playing too much. That's why they're injured. But injuries are there. But this weekend, tomorrow, Man U, Manchester City, who are you taking?
I'm going with City because you're Man U.
You going
you
against
and
me?
you
I
and
gotta
Thea
take
going.
Man U, man.
You and Thea going with Man U, so I'm gonna go with City.
Okay. You're gonna be contrarian. Let's see
Yeah,
who wins that one.
for
In
sure.
some other ones, before we go to time,
Hmm.
none other than Lionel Messi. If his Inter Miami wins their playoff game, they may play Jamaica's Cavalier in the North American Club Championships, Ingle.
Oh,
So, believe it or not, Messi may be playing in Jamaica.
in Jamaica, wow, that's sold out.
It's already sold out and it's not even there yet. I might even go down to watch it. You may
Yeah,
never
it's
know.
probably sold out before it's even played. Yeah,
I know. We'll definitely see how that one goes. But
yeah.
that would be awesome if Messi gets a
If
chance to play
Messi
in
gets a
Jamaica.
chance to play in Jamaica, yeah, that would be great.
That
Sure.
would be definitely next level.
Yeah.
Coming up for the FIFA World Cup though, 2034, it's
So
already been awarded to Saudi Arabia.
yeah, it has, and I can imagine what they're planning.
I'm sure they're going to plan something
Yeah.
special. They're saying already though that they're building so many new venues and all the stuff they probably
Mhm.
plan to do. It can be considered environmentally wasteful in the extreme. So
Oh, wow. I don't think
people
they
are
even care
responding.
about that.
Yeah. I
But the
don't know what
environmental people, yeah, those people will
they will go
have
against
to,
you.
yeah.
But also the human rights side and how they treat women is also going to come up a lot.
Yes, that will come up a lot for sure. Because it comes up in every time the sportsmen and women go there, that comes up. That's
That
an
comes
issue.
up.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see. But I mean, before we get to there, the World Cup is coming up in 2030. It's going to be in Spain, Portugal, and Morocco.
Yeah.
So three nations are going to do it with one game playing in Argentina, one in Paraguay, one in Uruguay. So it's going to be six different countries getting one
So
of 204 games. So because of the 100th anniversary,
100th anniversary, yeah.
yeah, they're going to be doing that. So it's interesting to see how that goes. Two continents, one World Cup.
Yeah.
World Cup.
It's-
So I think
I
we're
think
out of time.
we're just about out of time, yeah. We can wrap up if anything else you wanted to add about Canada or anything.
Yeah, just quickly. I mean, how well after all they've been through with this year and the scandal with the games, the Olympic Games, about the drone scandal, they've done well. They've fought as a team and they're still ranked
Yeah.
sixth in the world, unchanged. So you know what? Give them credit for that.
Yeah,
They
give them
fought
credit.
their way through.
Definitely need to give them some credit. And I'm sure the drone scandal is not finished yet.
It's
And
not finished yet, but they haven't let it gotten them down, which is awesome
that's
to
so
see.
true.
Awesome to see. And the regular girls, they were 42, they're now at 40, so they're moving up as well. So good moves then for both countries.
Definitely great. So we've come to the end of the show. Thanks again for listening. Thanks for watching and for tuning in. And enjoy the rest of your weekend and be safe.
Be safe, everyone. See you.